Oh, where is that? Oh, God, where is it? Shoot. Ron, did you hide my tripod from me? I have to do news time. The one person that watches it is counting on me. They could be old and they could die soon. How else am I supposed to tell that one person and the other four or so people who only watch the cold open on one of the many social media platforms is posted to like that, but also lie to me and say that they watched the full episode when I see the metrics and I know that they're lying? How, Ron? How are they going to learn about the history of the UPN network? Oh, great. The camera's been running the whole time. God, I wonder if they heard all of that. Hey everybody, welcome back to News Time. Sorry you had to hear about all of that stuff. Oh, I just want to tell you that I appreciate you. Okay, I wonder if they know that I'm lying to them.
It's News Time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White.
Okay. I guess this is good enough. Welcome back to News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the underpaid Negroes network news you didn't know about. As you can see, I'm very underpaid. Someone took my tripod. As I said in the cold open, my producer, Ron, hid my tripod, so now I had to come up with clever ways to do this episode. Thanks, Ron. And I swear, if this is some kind of stupid bit to make me do more creative things, I'm gonna kidnap your kids. You hear that, Ronnie and Ronno? I'm your daddy now. All right, today's episode. Today's TV climate is acclimated towards inclusivity. Blacks, gays, Asians, and more have their own very popular shows. Even Squawking Birds has something to look up to. But prior to this renaissance of color and after the novelty of having shows starring the older generation of a color in hacky sitcoms came a then new style of show. No, at first there was a network. The United Paramount Network, or UPN, was a broadcast network. Not just any broadcast network, it was the one that kept on living. Compared to the then three major networks, UPN ran just 10 hours of original programming Monday through Friday, compared to the others 22 Sunday to Sunday. UPN was around for 11 total years, airing shows mostly produced by other Viacom-owned companies like Paramount Television, which of course we all know how that turned out. Along with originals like Moesha and Star Trek Enterprise and Voyager, the network also aired shows outside of the drama and comedy spectrum like WWE SmackDown and an animated version of Dilbert. Many markets also aired local newscasts in the later hours after prime time, and with this being the 90s, there was a cartoon block on Saturdays. Sadly, the network, which was owned by Viacom, died a slow death after the company's first merger with CBS Corporation. I say first merger because they did merge in the early aughts, only to split up later, but they're totally gonna merge again. It's coming. We all know it. At that point, UPN was to become the proto Paramount Network, but that idea was later dropped after affiliates said the move was to incite confusion with audiences, because we were so much more dumber just 19 years ago than we are now. Eventually, Viacom became two parts, one that is CBS Corp as we know it today, and the other owned by the Spectre of Death, Sumner Redstone. Then in 2006, Time Warner, what we now know as Warner Media, and CBS killed both their networks and created a new, not-so-super broadcast network. While Warner's The WB had a nice little goodbye celebration, CBS's UPN did not. The network faded to black after its final airing of SmackDown. The most important attribute of UPN was its aim at airing black shows. Sure, it acquired shows canceled by other networks and gave them new homes, but UPN was unapologetically black, which is both good and bad. IndieWire contributor Dara T. Mathis seems to agree too, dubbing UPN as the last home for truly great black sitcoms. Of course, this op-ed was written in 2014 when Blackish was new, but nevertheless, she may still be right. BET isn't known for its stick-to-itiveness when it comes to comedy shows, nor have any of their offerings been particularly good. ABC continues to make sitcoms, but only Blackish is the lone black sitcom. At least it's been joined by Fresh Off the Boat and Speechless to bolster the minority numbers. But has Blackish been the renaissance needed for black sitcoms? Kind of. CBS has 2 news shows, with one of them doing really well in terms of ratings, and Fox's Rel is doing just as good. But that doesn't mean networks are scrambling for shows of the same make. It's going to take executives listening to their audiences to really get the ball moving. And that's all the news I have for you for this week on News Time. While I go look for my tripod, why don't you subscribe and check out one of our other videos? Of course, you can always head to the website cpluscomedy.com, where these videos live, as well as podcasts and the social media networks, which include Instagram and Twitter. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at cpluscomedy. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Chad Black White. Like us on Facebook. Listen to the Constitutionals podcast. And please, for the love of God, will someone tell me where my tripod? Oh, the camera's on it.